Hey y'all, welcome back. All right, we're going to go ahead and dive in and see what Divine Holy Spirit has for the collective. The cards are all upright and in order by way of major arcana. And through each element, I hope you're well. Thank you for liking my videos and subscribing to the channel, for your comments, for sharing the content. I love you all. Divine Holy Spirit of the highest white light consciousness, what do you have for the collective? What does collective need to know and be made aware of at this time? Please and thank you. So communication. So this is like a rolling or roaring, I can't say it, R-O-A-R, like a lion's roar, roaring communication. So something's coming in like a fire. I'm hearing something needs to be stated and declared. So I feel like this is something coming in though, not that you're sending it out. Communication. All right, Spirit, thank you for that. What else? I heard enlightened and divine. Look what fell out on the floor, y'all. Pre-shuffle devil card on its side, face up. So it's on the floor. Devil's beneath your feet. All right, Spirit, tell us more, please and thank you, about this communication coming through or in. Okay, so I heard divine right. But you know what that makes me feel like? It's not coming from like a physical standpoint, like 3D. This is spiritual communication coming in like a roar. Because the devil's below our feet, right? So I feel like whatever hindrances, communication-wise, like the spiritual channels, whatever was there is no more. So, okay, I'm with it. Thank you, Spirit, for that. So if you thought you were already communicating with Spirit, you're about to really be on the main line. Ooh, all right, y'all, let's get some cards out here. I like it. I love it, actually. So this is all divinely ordered. You know, when they say your steps are ordered, we've heard that in church, right? We've heard it in songs. Gospel song steps being ordered. One of my favorite artists, Fred Hammond. That song would pull me through so many things. And still would to this day. But steps being ordered, meaning you have to get to one step in order to get to the next step, and then to the next step. You know that stuff. So it's like you can't really skip over anything here. So this is divinely ordered in regards to this communication we're hearing about. So it's like an upgrade. All right. All right, for some people, I heard it's your final ascension. I didn't know that was a thing, that you had a final ascension, but you know, I feel like that might be like the top tier sort of energy, final ascension for what's required in your journey on this earth. All right, y'all, we got a King of Wands reverse at the bottom of the deck. And y'all, I might have to stop and close the window. I just wanted some fresh air in here if it gets too loud. Let me go ahead and do that now. Let me do it now. Yeah, hold on one moment. Window's right here. All right, here it comes, here it comes. Thank you for your patience. All right, King of Wands reverse at the bottom of the deck, Spirit. What is this? I heard challenges. I heard defeat. What else, Spirit? All right, y'all, I heard coming in like a mighty wind. So this is so I heard objective. All right, so this person has a plan here, but you know, I'm hearing do unto others as you have them do unto you. All right, so the rushing in, mighty wind, but we got the roaring communication energy. But you know, I feel like, so since something is out, the devil beneath your feet, then it's allowing something to come in communication-wise from that ascension. But you have this King of Wands reverse here who I'm hearing suffering. I heard allowance. What else, Spirit, with the King of Wands reverse? I'm getting a lot of good keywords, but I want to tie this in. Like, is this person physically traveling to come, or you know, what is this, like, communication wise? But I'm hearing to get a point across. So Spirit, okay, so I'm being led to go ahead and start with the cards, y'all, because we got what we needed to know about this King of Wands reverse. I heard scattered just now. Mind frame. I heard denial and then request. So could possibly this King of Wands be appealing some sort of judgment? Do they feel they have the right to appeal something like you would in the court of law? Like if you feel something was unjust or unfair, or there was something that, you know, you don't agree with the judge's decision, you would like to appeal, you're given that right within a certain time frame, right? Yeah, I've been through the justice system. I know how this works. So this King of Wands reverse I'm feeling is somebody who possibly, okay, so I heard no longer appeal. So they went beyond what was the allotted time frame for them to appeal something. But you know what I'm getting right now is that they did try to appeal it, but they tried it their way. They didn't go through the courts to, you know, do the paperwork. And I'm talking about metaphorically. They didn't go through the correct system to try to appeal. They tried to take their own route to appeal on their end. So this could be this King of Wands dealing with spell work, dealing with dark magic, dealing with underhanded, behind closed doors sort of energies to try to get the answer that they were looking for, or try to get to what it was that they were, you know, in this situation to begin with, trying to get at someone or get something from someone. But the judgment has already gone forth. They had time to appeal. They didn't. They tried to take their own route in that regard, and it didn't work. So that mighty wind energy is possibly them. Okay, so I heard repercussions just now. Uh-oh. All right, so hold on, y'all. Hold on just a moment. Hold on. I saw a little flicker of what would look like a gold flake as it's falling, but there's, of course, no gold flakes here, at least not now. But it just felt like when it hits the light, it does that, and then it continues to fall. But it was one of those things when I out of my peripheral, if I was looking down, kind of seeing that. So I just wanted to mention that. Anything else, Spirit, before we move on in regards to this King of Wands reverse? I feel like I'm being held here. Okay, so I'm told that captive, they're the ones being held captive here. I heard superiority. All right, and then I also heard that that's the problem. So if you know that this person, this King of Wands reverse, deals with some sort of superiority complex, that they feel they're better than everybody, you know, they're always looking at other people, seeing their progress, pocket watching, which is also like hidden jealousy even. That's who we're talking about here. So I'm hearing that's the reason why they can't let go, because they're plagued by this jealousy energy. So for you, collective, I feel this has to do with you, for you to move on, you know, and escape all of, not even escape, but you just conquered a lot of things, the challenges. You didn't run from them, you faced them head on. That's the energy. This person is like, well, how did they do that? So this would be that person who's arguing with the judge's ruling and decision, but they didn't, you know, be proactive and file that appeal. They went behind the scenes with their jealous energy to try to do something to have things turn into their favor, and it was denied. I heard denied access. Yeah, they definitely went around and tried to find some sort of trap door, side door energy, but there was none. And the one that they knew was a trap door, it wasn't there anymore, or it was locked up or something. They had no access to it. That's the reference. All right, thank you, Spirit. We got it. Thank you. All right, that's why I like to pause and wait, y'all. I do that in my personal life, so I know it plays out here on the table as well. All right, y'all, let's get into the cards. We got the heart of the matter right here. I'm looking at an 8 of Pentacles. Well, all of these cards are on their side, but they're on top of a star card reverse. We got to dig into this. Let's see what's happening with the Eight of Pentacles. I'm going to just reveal all of these cards and see what's going on. Okay, here we are. We have Eight of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Emperor, which is opposing those two, and then we have an Ace of Wands. So we have three cards in the same position, but the Emperor, again, is opposing all of this energy. So we're talking about Eight of Pentacles, opportunity, stay focused. Knight of Pentacles, you can get the bag if you want it, but you got to have something to offer in exchange. The Emperor reverse is saying, well, I'm not doing all that, but there's also an Ace of Wands energy to say, but I'm still going to get the bag though. But I got to, look, that's the King of Wands energy with the Ace of Wands saying, I still got to get the bag. This was you. This not was, well, I could say was you because it's a former, it's a former access of what they had. They can no longer access it. That was that trap door going around the side sort of energy, because you're no longer this person to them. You've ascended. They're still on a certain level, so they've lost access to you because you're no longer on that level. But this was their energy though. They still felt they had to get to this new beginning. I heard it was promised. We had the Devil card fall out on the floor, so no, it wasn't. That was a lie. King of Wands, somebody lied to you. That thought that they would be in some sort of exchange energy of pentacles with you, collective, because, you know, it worked in the past. I said they were, you know, used to this little side door, trap door being open, that they could just kind of go around behind the scenes, behind closed doors, do what they got to do to get there. They could do that, and it was working for them with the Eight of Pentacles. I heard they got, what was that? Because guilty was coming in at the same time. They got comfortable, or they got whatever that, y'all, what's the word? What is the word? When you take off way more than you should, or you eat way more than you should. Basically, they got comfortable. I can't even think of the word, y'all. That's crazy because it's a simple term. Maybe because it was, you weren't supposed to know what they were doing with this. Greedy, that's the word. They got greedy, y'all. Of course they did with the Pentacle energy. They got greedy with whatever it is that they were doing. They're King of Wands. They were the king of doing something because it showed up well for them. It worked for them. They became an emperor eventually off of your energy. But it's opposing these energies. I don't say reverse because the cards are on the side. I'm hearing something about a witness. So a witness means somebody was acting alongside with them, or somebody knows about the activities that were going on in regards to what they were doing to you, collective. But I'm pretty sure they'll show up here. All right, so, possibly that's the Star card reverse energy. They were working with someone, but let's see what's over here. So we had these group of cards that fell together, and then these. Let's talk about it. So I'm looking at a Seven of Wands, Six of Pentacles, and a Two of Cups. All right, so there's the representation of what was really happening here. So we had someone who was, I'm hearing front line or first line defense with the Seven of Wands. Somebody was being pushed to do something. So I said, we acknowledge that this King of Wands is working with someone that was coming toward you, but really against you, collective. So the Two of Cups lets me know that they were pleasing two people. One was you and one is somebody else, which is yet to be discovered here. But the Six of Pentacles lets me know that they were borrowing from you to pay this person. But the payment could be so many things. Maybe the payment was that this person physically was with the other person. Maybe that was enough to suffice a payment, that this person just showed up every day in this person's life, spent the night, lived with them, whatever that commitment was. But on the other end, they were coming to you in a first line defense. They were being pushed toward you to come and collect from you to take to someone else. That's the energy. Six of Pentacles right in the middle. Shreya, tell us more about the Star card reverse. What's going on? I heard impairment. So an impairment, hold on, y'all. Y'all know I got to do this. an impairment, because I don't know if it's a physical, a hearing. Those are the things when I think of for impairment. But I need to know the technical term for an impairment. Y'all give me one moment. I heard restraint just now, but we're talking about a star card reverse with all of this impairment and restraint. Well, okay, so the restraint would be you collective, them having you in some sort of jail cell, some sort of bondage energy, so they could come and utilize. They had to keep you stuck somewhere. So that came up in a recent reading. They had to keep you like physically, permanently, residentially stuck somewhere so they could always get back to you. Hold on, y'all. We were talking about impairment. Wait a minute. Impairment.
Here's the definition of impairment: the state or fact of a faculty or function being weakened or damaged.
Mic drop. Weakened or damaged. Star card reverse. They had to keep you in a certain place, y'all, to be able to come and utilize that energy. It's like you couldn't really move around to this person because this Knight of Pentacles had to come to you. So they always had to know where you were. But that was part of the process of how they kept you in bondage. It was like whatever they were doing, that trapdoor entry, even if they weren't physically able to get to you, they were able to get to you spiritually somehow. But again, you've ascended. You're at a whole nother level. They're still stuck on that same level. They can't get to you. Wow. All right, y'all. We got a Knight of Swords reverse here, and there's one card behind that. Let's see what it is. We have the Chariot. So that was that in the channeling. That was that something roaring in, but we heard about this King of Wands, something about with the wind. We got the Chariot in full force. We got the Knight of Swords reverse, which is like somebody's not thinking straight. They didn't plan this out properly. All right, Spirit, break it down, please. What's going on here? I heard challenges and then I heard result. What is that, Spirit? Show me, please. Show me what this is. So somebody is moving in a, I wanted to say in a snake-like way, but I feel this is more or less. Okay, so what I'm being shown is somebody outside of a convenience store of all places, like a gas station, but they're watching their back because they know they're being watched. So in one instance, it's like they know they need to come do something, pursue something. They're being pushed to do something in regards to you, collective, but this person's being watched. I heard spied on, and they know it because I'm just seeing this person just kind of looking out the corner of their eyes, like it's just giving watching their own back sort of energy. They're moving solo. I feel like they're moving by themselves, but there's still something pushing them to do something. But I'm like, is anybody really there? Or is this like a spiritual reference, like the Devil card hit the floor? Is this a demonic presence that's pushing this person to do something? Okay, so I'm getting my yes. But it's very irrational what's happening here with this Knight of Swords reverse. But the Chariot is full steam ahead. That's the wind reference that I picked up. I'm hearing misjudgment. This person is being they have things misconstrued. But I'm being reminded somebody lied to them. But that came up with the reference of the devil energy. They thought that they were always going to have access. So now they're battling. Why isn't it that I can be the emperor anymore? Like this was the emperor energy. They had all of this going on surrounding that emperor, but no more. I'm hearing first line of defense right now. I heard pursuit, but that's the Chariot energy. I'm hearing war mode and war zone. So what I was just being told is that this person is actually running from themselves. That's why they have things misconstrued. I heard that was the misconstrued energy. I'm hearing misfortune and misfortunate right now. Oh, wow. I heard complex. This is a very complex. I'm hearing the entire situation's very complex. Okay, so with the whole judge ruling, like it's already said and done, they missed the appeal process metaphorically. They tried to go around it and do their own thing. So they made things more complicated than what it was, obviously. But this person, their whole thing, they're being ruled by jealousy. So it's like they'll never be able to see past that. With that jealousy, I heard hindering spirit. That's the delay in their life, is jealousy. Because, the King of Wands is like nobody can outperform them, right? Like nobody can do better than them, but we're talking about actions with the performance reference. So they don't know how it is that they put in all this work and they're not able to get in what they feel is their just due for the amount of work that they put in. That's what it is, y'all. But I heard facetious. That turns into that jealousy energy, and I'm hearing rage. So this person's on 10, y'all. They're on 10. They are. Let's see what's over here, y'all. I'm being told to tell y'all and always remind y'all that you all are not in danger. This is this person running from themselves. So really, the enemy is their own self that they're looking over their shoulders for. It's them. Because I did mention nobody's with this person. They're solo. But they are being watched. So that could mean even the presence of being hunted in the daytime, at night. This person, I'm hearing now, they're not getting any sleep, but that would be that Nine of Swords energy as I look down on the table. They're running scared from themselves. I heard a trap. So they're basically the ones caught in some sort of trap reference. Wow. There must be something about going from convenience store to convenience store. Because, at the time, I'm like, are they traveling? Are they getting gas for their car? Like, what's up with the convenience store reference? What is that, Spirit? What did the convenience store have to do with it? All right, so this is the person who is amongst, because I'm gonna just paint the picture for y'all. This is like bad neighborhood, low vibrational energy, bars on the window sort of thing, just kind of random people, hustlers, all of that kind of, they have to stop at these places so they can like get some sort of reviving of energy, but also they feel safe there because it's like-mindedness. This person's in a trap. They're in a confusing state for themselves. Devil card falling out on the floor. This person's fighting them own self. So that could also be the reference of them just being in like-minded energy because that's where they feel comfortable. I'm hearing like they became one of them. So if this King of Wands, the person that you knew, well, you probably really didn't know them at this point of your ascension. You thought you knew, but you had no idea sort of thing. Like this person was covering up. So meaning they could throw on a nice Ralph Lauren polo. They could, flex with all kinds of different things and name drop and all that kind of stuff. But really deep inside, they were posing. They were posing as something to try to fit your bill. They knew who you were, star card energy. So they had to show up kind of like that, but they weren't really that way. Inside, their inner core, they were not even built like that. So right now they are where they belong. They are amongst their own tribe. I'm hearing guilty as charged. So it's like that instances with the convenience store, that's like the sentence. They've been sentenced. So it's like they no longer have access to those prestigious things, you know, that would kind of be prestigious to them because they were really a low life to begin with. They weren't really to be allowed in those sort of circles. Like to be able to say that, you know, they have this or they do this. They were never allowed. That's why they had to steal. That's where the thieving comes from. That's why they y'all, they didn't belong. They didn't belong. But they tried hard to. So they did, I heard unworthy. They did a lot of things to try to make themselves belong in certain circles so they can get close to certain people, aka you, Divine Collective. We got it, Spirit. Thank you. Whew. All right, 2 more cards here, y'all. I heard star quality just now. So it would be like that stalker who they stalk celebrities, or they fan, they stan, but they take it to the extreme. That's how they feel about you, collective. Your energy is, I'm hearing potent. Potent. All right, that came up before somewhere. Somewhere that came up. I remember saying that, the word potent. I don't know if it was a collective reading or something else. Anyway, y'all, let me turn over these 2 cards. We got the 5 of Cups reversed and then the 6 of Cups. Man, can you make it like it was, collective? Can you make it like it was? They had it so good. They had it so good, y'all. Just imagine the worst convenience store in the worst neighborhood you ever stopped at and you just felt filthy, right? Because just the energy, the vibrations were just so entirely low. You knew you didn't belong there, right? This person's where they belong. And then at the same time, they're missing what they had, obviously. But it's like it was never meant for them to begin with. So that was your lesson, you and I's lesson, collective. Yeah, not everybody can walk the streets that we walk on. They can't interpret things the way that we do. But they see you as jackpot. You jackpot energy. all day, every day. People know this, but it's like I'm being led to say, but do you know it? I know for a good majority of us, yes, we do. So for those who to not get caught back up in this situation, just know that it's always eyes on the prize when it comes to you, collective. But like I said, most of us already know this. All right, y'all, hope this helps.